Shoot, I hope this is working. There's chat, okay. Manage your channel directly from your phone. Man, this looks crazy. I wish I had another phone to see if everything was working properly. Scenes. Okay, chat. Okay. Everything looks good. There he is out and about. Everything looks good. Sweet. Okay. Bro, Swayze, this is pretty crazy. Look at this. This is my first time ever doing IRL on Twitch. By the way, let me know if the audio is good because I'm just using my phone. But look at this setup. It's like, so this is my charger that's connected to this little tiny power bank right here to charge my phone. So my phone's actually charging while it's on the thing. And then we've got like TTS donations here, and then one-time Ko-Fi payments right here for people to donate. Chat is like right here, I think. I'm not sure if other people can see that or not. And then this is how I'm running the internet. So I've got my internet right here that's being charged by my big ass Jackery down there. So literally that Jackery is powering the internet right here, and it takes up my whole entire backpack, and it is extremely heavy. But I mean, basically this is a ghetto rigged streaming backpack. And it's pretty crazy. I mean, typically audio is crystal clear. Nice. Okay. Yeah, typically I just will go live on YouTube just on my phone and hope for the best. This is a little more strategically thought out than what I usually do, so. But I was thinking we go and test it out. So I'll put this backpack on. See, that's kind of what it looks like. And I just hold the phone like Extra Emily does. Shout out Extra Emily, the goat of IRL streaming. Man, I need another phone. The best way to do this typically is by Android. I know a lot of IRL streamers just use Android because it works better for streaming. Is it nice in Texas, in Mississippi? Oh, it's beautiful right now. It's got to be 80 outside right now. It's probably 80. I mean, it is beautiful outside. I am at Zilker Park, the most famous park in Austin, Texas, right next to downtown. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's kind of why I wanted to take advantage to see if IRL would work. And I have ran some tests as far as doing what I'm doing right now, but just privately, unlisted. And the problem I usually run into is my phone overheats and or the stream after like an hour or two, things just like they slow down. They stop working. Things get laggy, which is the crappy part. Look at Jacob, the IRL streamer. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Go from being a vlogger that is constantly outside and filming everything that I'm doing to actually streaming it instead, you know, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it adds up. Are you planning on staying in Austin or Dallas? Easily Austin. Austin's, I guess, less miserable than Dallas. There's just more to do here in Austin. Like even right now, I'm out in nature. But what's up, ASAP Toby? I don't know if you've been in the stream before. Y'all want to see where I'm at right now? This is the fit. Got my short shorts on. Got my walking shoes on. The river's right here, actually. I'll go and show y'all. This is the path right here. 20 bucks if you jump in. Swayze, don't tip me. I will do that. But I have to put all my stuff down. I don't want my whole entire streaming gear to get stolen. I mean, I bet no one would steal it, but I would jump in for 20 bucks. I'd be all wet though. You're joking, man. I was about to do it. I want to see how the alerts work on Twitch. This is where people usually jump off though. Crystal clear water. Man, I'm trying to get it to where it can... It's actually a nice zoom in. That looks like shit. We got the turtles down there. Y'all want to go see the turtles? Because on my phone, I can't click the link on the screen. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure if I actually have a link set up where people are actually navigating. Well, yeah, no. I mean, if you're on your phone, I think what you would do is you go to my actual profile on Twitch and then go to the About Me section. But yeah, no, you're totally right. I mean, even for Ko-Fi right here in the corner, I don't think I have a link set up for people just to automatically click on. So that's actually a good point. How much are the kayaks? They're pretty expensive, I think. It's like by the hour. I think it's like 15 an hour, I think. I'm trying to see if I can get a good shot of the turtles. There's the turtles. Kayaks would be a cool idea. I would need, I'd probably need like some waterproof gear to do that. Because I mean, I've got a big ass backpack full of electronics, and then trying to, you know, keep that on a little paddle board. Damn, them things are big. Yeah, the turtles are massive over here. There's a ton of turtles that live. This is actually Barton Creek. This isn't the Colorado River. I'm actually walking towards the Colorado River right now, but this is just Barton Creek. But Barton Creek runs into the to the actual Colorado River. They connect. Yeah, definitely waterproof gear. That would be sick though. Do a whole bunch of, like, imagine an IRL stream underwater. You know what I mean? Like, I could take a gear and do an IRL stream underwater. How sick would that be? What do they got going on over here? That's pretty crazy. I guess they're fixing up the creek or something. Go chill with SpongeBob, something, something. SpongeBob and Patrick, yes, sir. I had to think about that for a second, but yes, sir. That makes sense. Another dead body over there? Probably. I mean, I don't hope that. I don't wish that, but there's a bunch of idiots that, I mean, it wouldn't be over here. It would be over by Rainy Street, probably. That's where a lot of the idiots will get drunk and be stupid and somehow end up in the river. But it definitely happens.
Goes around to the left.
Lots of people out. What is today? Oh, how is it already Friday? Friday around lunchtime. I guess that makes sense why a lot of people would be out. And people in the water right here. I actually really like this. I feel like IRL works a lot better on Twitch than it does YouTube. Like I said, this is literally the first time I've ever done IRL on Twitch. They got this blocked off. That's sad. I usually will go here. We can see what's going on here. Yeah, usually on the weekends there'll be like a ton of people over there, just like partying on their paddle boards. Let me see if I can climb up this. There's the city of Austin. Next we gotta try this on TikTok. No one likes me on TikTok. I don't know if that'll work, but I definitely do need to look into it or figure out how it works. People taking pictures up there. I kind of would like to get into the water. Look how nice that is. Jake, you should get a dog. Man, that is one of my biggest dreams. Literally one of my biggest dreams in the world is to have an English bulldog. The problem with that is it's a lot of responsibility, number one. Number two, it's expensive. You know, that'll add probably an extra $1,000 to my bills every single month. And then number three, you know, it would have to live with me in the car, and it would get my brand new car like all dirty, probably rip up the leather and all of that stuff. And then just time management. It would take like a lot of extra time to take care of it, and I'd have to basically think completely differently how I go about living my life, because I'll have an extra animal with me. Like if I just wanted to get up and travel, it'd make things a lot more difficult, but it is my dream to do that. Yeah, especially in Austin. When I do finally decide to settle down, I guess Austin would probably be like the #1 spot. you know, to get a dog. Yeah, vets aren't cheap. Definitely not. And especially me wanting to get a bulldog. They're extremely high maintenance, and they have a lot of problems, like with their breathing and stuff like that. So it would end up costing a lot. Not only that, but the bulldogs themselves, I think they go anywhere from like $1,500 all the way up to like $3,000 for just the dog itself, you know, which is pretty crazy. When I was a kid, my very true, a lot of homeless even have dogs in Austin. Yeah. Yeah, you do see that. I kind of think that's a good thing, though, in some cases, because, I don't know, sometimes I feel like those homeless people might take better care of those dogs than people with actual homes and stuff, you know what I mean? Like when I was doing the dog care stuff, you know, I would take care of three golden retrievers, and those people were basically like almost never home, you know what I mean? They traveled a lot, they worked a lot, and I'm just like, man, these dogs really don't like have a owner that is around them a lot of the time, if that makes sense, you know? I was probably around those dogs more than the actual owners. And so, you know, homeless people, if they've got a dog or something, they're spending literally all of their time with it. And most of the time I see those dogs out on the street with the homeless people, they are way more like, well, more trained, you know what I mean? They're like mannered, you know? They're not running around all over the place. The dog is staying right next to the man's side, or woman, whatever. So it's actually pretty incredible. Lucky there's a low-income vets in Chicago. Is that true? I didn't know that. I wonder why that is. Low-income vets in Chicago, huh? Mother-in-law babysits for a family and the parents are always gone out spending money. Yeah, that's sad. Dog sitting usually picks up in summer. Yeah. It's just super competitive here, you know? Kind of sketched out by that guy. I felt like he was following me. Yeah, I tried doing the dog sitting stuff for a while. It just, it's too competitive, especially here in Austin. Everybody tries doing it here in Austin because it's a, you know, like y'all said, it's a huge city that is big on animals. Is that a cardinal? Check that out. It's a cardinal. Red bird. Should I get in? If I get in, I won't be able to talk to y'all. That's the problem. I don't have like waterproof mics or anything. But man, does that look gorgeous. People paddleboarding. They say a cardinal is a loved one saying hi that has passed away. That's interesting. Man, you know what I thought about doing? I actually thought about advertising for this stream, like actually getting on the YouTube channel and being like, yo, I'm about to go live. Same on on Instagram and everything else. But I also just wanted to make sure everything worked too. I don't want to like hype up a stream and a lot of people show up and then for the stream just to be like, nope, poo-poo caca, nothing works. And now the thing is I need my phone to advertise, and I don't know if I'm able to exit out of the Streamlabs app to go and tell people about the stream. Plus, I don't really know what else to do. This was honestly just kind of like a test stream, you know? End stream and come back. Yeah, maybe. The thing is I feel like I need an idea, you know? Like I need a good idea. I can't just like, all of the smart streamers, they have like a legitimate plan, an idea before even going live, you know? Whether it's like doing something special in a video game or trying to achieve this, trying to achieve that, or like an actual like IRL plan where they're like trying to like go to a specific spot to go and like look at it, or you know, something like that. They always have like a plan, you know? And so it's one thing if I'm just gonna go live just for the sake of like doing a Q&A or talking to the subscribers for like an hour. That makes sense. Like that's a plan in itself. But for me to just go live and not have a plan or any idea, which is the case right now, then it doesn't exactly make any sense, you know? Are you close to downtown? Yeah. I'm like basically right down the street from downtown. But I mean, I don't know what I'd do downtown. And then, you know, it's the middle of the day. There's nobody's going to be out or anything, so I don't know. I guess, I mean, walking around is cool and all, but like there's still like there's no idea, there's no plan, you know? Like why do we click on people's videos on YouTube? Why do we click someone's stream on Twitch, you know? It's typically because you see the title or the thumbnail and you're like, oh, that could be interesting. Oh, that's a cool idea. Oh, he tried doing that. Oh, okay. But like if you saw a title or a thumbnail that just said, you know, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing, here's a video. Or, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm just going live just for the hell of it. Like, I couldn't see myself clicking on that. I mean, if it was someone that I really liked, you know, like PewDiePie or Ludwig or so, like, you know, one of those streamers, I could see myself clicking on it just to see what's going on. But like, people are attached to an idea or like a challenge. They want to see something go down, you know what I mean? I'm probably about hitting my vape. Where are we at? We're at over like 8,000 bits, which is crazy. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, I'm going, what I just got done talking about is what I'm going through right now. It's like I have no plan. I have no idea what to do. And so it's like, what do I do now? You know? That's the biggest issue. That's the biggest problem with being a content creator, is generating ideas. You know? I'm pretty good at complaining about it, but I'm not good at actually putting an idea together. That's why I've been struggling with putting out videos on YouTube, you know? Yeah. We could figure out TikTok. I just don't really know anything about TikTok because I don't get on TikTok. But I would have to do some research on that. Also, I'm not sure if my phone or this Wi-Fi could handle being live on Twitch and TikTok. And I just feel like if people are gonna watch a streamer, it's typically on Twitch anyways, you know? People don't go to TikTok purposely to watch a streamer, you know what I mean? I think people would rather turn their phones like sideways to watch a stream opposed to like a vertical, you know? I wonder. I'm gonna get my computer out right now. I just want to test it I just want to watch the stream on my computer to see if it's actually good or not. 1802, okay. And then, are we connected to the internet? Yeah. I can hear my battery in my backpack, like, on fire right now. Interesting. It looks pretty cool. I'm just like watching it from here. This isn't the live. Like, where's the live? Oh, and it's pretty fast, it looks like, too. Small IRL streamers on TikTok or Twitch more? I mean, ideally both. Ideally both. But, I don't know. Because ideally, Twitch is the live streaming platform. TikTok does not, you know, that's not their main priority. It's just like YouTube. You see so many, like, YouTubers, you know, they got deals years ago to move to YouTube to live stream. Every single one of those streamers ended up moving back from YouTube back to Twitch. Twitch is just like the go-to platform for streaming in general. What I will say, though, is that TikTok is a really good platform to grow a different platform, you know? So, like, most people on Twitch, you know, they don't just get a whole bunch of, like, followers and stuff like that by just being live all the time. What they do is they promote themselves on other platforms like TikTok or Instagram or YouTube by making videos. And then they're like, they make content there and they're like, by the way, follow me on Twitch. I go live on there. And so that's kind of how that works. And it's moving, the stream is moving really slowly for me on my computer, but it looks fine on my phone. Anyways, it's probably more work on my Wi-Fi anyways, to be using my computer and my phone at the same time for IRL, so that's a thing. That's good. Easier to get more traffic from TikTok. Yeah, I can multi-stream from my phone. I just have to pay Streamlabs like a monthly fee to be able to do it. Yeah, to be able to multi-stream. And then I've never gone live on TikTok before. I'd have to figure that out. And then on top of that, I would have to figure out how to set up the scenes for that as well. Because TikTok's vertical, but this is obviously horizontal. And so I would have to see how that works. Like, would I have to have a separate scene devoted to TikTok and then the scene I have right now for like horizontal? Yeah, it's worth looking into. But again, I don't know a lot about live streaming on TikTok. Is it easy for people to get found on there? Like, as far as discoverability? Because that's the one thing I like about Twitch, you know? As far as live streaming goes on YouTube, it's really hard to, like, just find a random streamer streaming on YouTube. Like, they don't really have tools for that on YouTube for people to be able to navigate through all of the different streamers that are on YouTube to find like a new guy like me streaming IRL. That's like just not a thing on YouTube, but it's definitely a thing on Twitch. Like, you literally, that's how people find each other, is by going to a category like IRL or Fortnite or whatever it is, and then they'll scroll to the bottom to see who doesn't have that many viewers, and then they'll stumble across me and be like, who is this kid? Let me click on this and watch him for a couple minutes. And so that's what I like about Twitch, is the discoverability. But if you're saying that TikTok maybe works in a similar way, then, you know, that could be good for us. TikTok's easier. Best viewers on steamboo.com. I have no idea what that is. Never even heard of it. You go live and it's like 30 people as soon as you hit live. Why would I want to go live on a website I've never even heard of before? We gotta grow the Twitch. That's like trying to tell someone they should stream on Kick. It's just like, why would anyone want to stream on Kick besides getting paid $1 million like XQC did, you know? And then everyone that got a deal on Kick, you know, as soon as their the deal timeline was up, they just ended up moving back to Twitch anyways. It's just like I was talking about with YouTube. You could always do a majority of the screen being your live stream, and then the top half being donation links. I already have donation links. One's here and one's here. I think the biggest plus for TikTok is it's a lot easier for people to gift. Yeah, maybe it is. I'm not sure. I've never tried to gift anyone on TikTok. But I mean, it's pretty easy on Twitch too. You literally just go to my About section and click Donate. Or you go to this website or this website. It literally says the website here and here. So... But I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Like, even when I'm live on the Jake McCollum YouTube channel, like, I will have like links set up for people to donate so that they can get their own designated really cool alert that'll pop up during the stream. That's really cool. But people don't want to use these donation links for some reason, because it's like 3 more clicks away to do that, opposed to just hitting the YouTube super chat button. And then like half the time I'm not even going to see it. And then the other half, it's like they're not going to get a cool alert from it. That's why I'm always like trying to show these. It's like anytime you're watching a live streamer or a Twitch streamer, like you see like all of these alerts go popping up of like, blah, 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 followed you, or blah, 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 gave you this many bits, or donated this much, and it's a cool alert. And like that, so that's what I'm trying to promote, not just like, you know, something more simple, I guess, you know. But I guess, I don't know. What's up, Corey? And PewDiePie just posted a video. As I get a notification. You know what's crazy? I'm actually I think I'm about to hit affiliate on Twitch. I think what I had to do was stream a certain amount of time in a week, and then I had to have like a certain amount of viewers per the stream. There were like a couple of things, and I think I'm about to hit that mark. Oops. That is not what I meant to do. No one wants to see my dusty dashboard. Swayze, in regards to what you said, as long as people could find me on TikTok but make the decision to move to Twitch, I would think that's a good idea. But I'm not gonna I have no intention of becoming some sort of like TikTok live streamer, because that just sounds cringe to me. TikTok's not even, that's not what their main focus is on. But like, I am willing to do what you say, what you're saying, and like try it out to see if I can't bring those people that might find me on TikTok, but then convert them over to come to the Twitch channel, because that's ultimately the biggest idea, you know. Have I been doing gig apps lately? No. Not at all. They just suck, man. I don't feel like wasting my time doing gig works that aren't going to get me anywhere in life or make me any money. It's all ridiculous now. All the companies are taking advantage of all of the people that are working for them, and it's really sad. Posting clips to TikTok too. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, clips is important. Oftentimes I can't find any clips of myself, you know. Like there's never like anything clip worthy, if that makes sense. I have to be out doing things in order for clips to arise, or I have to have like a funny moment during a live stream or something where I like shit my pants on accident in front of a whole bunch of people, or you know, that's clip worthy. But you know, yep, gig apps oversaturated, yes sir. Austin Dash channel, not sure. $200 gig apps in Austin. Man, I feel bad for that guy because he's probably having to put in a lot of work just for that $200. And it probably doesn't actually add up to $200. A lot of people like argue with me about like the gig app stuff. And like I get messages all the time that are like, dude, I get paid a lot of money for working DoorDash in Austin, man. And I'm like, okay, how long did you work? How much gas did you use? How many miles did you have to drive per order? How much money are you getting paid per order? And they come back with me saying that they had to drive like 120 miles that day, but they still made $200. If you do the math, that doesn't make any sense, my brother in Christ. Like, if, like you have... I feel so bad for people because they don't understand, like, what they're getting themselves into. People think it's good that hey, I got a $6 order. I had to drive 10 miles to get that $6, but hey, it's $6. And I'm just like, do you not understand what you just said? You drove 10 miles for $6? Like, how do you not see how do you not see that you're being taken advantage of, dude? Anyway, sorry, I always get like frustrated when people bring that up. I'm paying the price in car repairs. I'm sorry, man. That's always a pain in the ass. I've been there. Delivery apps only make sense if your car isn't worth anything. True, I agree with that. Putting that kind of wear and tear on a newer vehicle is insane. Yes, sir. See, you get it. You understand. You know? With the Prius, you know, it's brand new. I'm not trying to... I want to increase the amount of time of the car's health, if that makes sense. I ain't trying to hurry up and destroy my car just for the sake of DoorDash or Uber Eats. Because you know what they're going to do? They're just going to eat me alive. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about me. They'll be like, yeah, you keep using your car. You keep putting those miles on it. You keep getting dinks and freaking all this other stuff for $4. You keep doing that. Why? Because we're money hungry. And we don't... What is that? Oh, it works!
Hope this helps buy some Cheez-Its. Keep grinding.
Yes, it works. Thank you, Swayze. Holy crap, that's the first time that the alerts have ever worked. Thanks for actually doing that. That was sick. I can't believe it actually works. How cool is that? Thanks, Swayze. In Los Angeles, always walking past cool cars. That makes sense, yeah. I used to see a lot of awesome cars in Los Angeles. W alerts, yes sir. I can't see the emoji, but it says 2W's shake or something like that. Any plans on IRL in Japan? Probably, if I could ever get there, I would. It's all money, man. It's just money. That's the only thing right now. That's holding me back from literally what feels like everything is just money. You know? And there's only like 2 or 3 of us in this live stream right here, so I feel comfortable saying this with y'all. But I have like, I mean, I'd be comfortable telling anyone this because I don't care. But I've got like $80 to my name right now. I've got like $80 in my bank account. I have no savings. And I have to somehow come up with like $1,800 by the end of the month, by the end of April. And you're probably thinking like, Jake, you are insane. How the hell are you going to pull that off? I don't know. The thing is like I have to figure out a way to do that. I don't have a choice. So it's gonna happen one way or another. That or I'm gonna go in depth and be behind. And it's like, it's like, Jake, how could you be so optimistic and seem like okay right now with me having just said that? Why aren't you freaking out more and stuff like that? Number one, I have been freaking out. I'm just really good at hiding it. You know, oftentimes when I end a stream or I'm not filming or I'm just in my car by myself, I have emotional breakdowns a lot. You know what I mean? But also it's God. God is what's been keeping me together, to be completely honest with you. Literally, I have put so much faith into God that He's helped relieve me of my stress and my anxiety and all these other things. And I think that's probably the main reason why I'm so comfortable right now in the midst of going through a really hard time. Dare I say even a rock bottom in my life, being 32 years old. You know what I mean? I truly do feel like if it wasn't for God, then I'd be freaking out right now. I'd seriously just be distraught and not know what's going on. You know what I mean? You're still trying to figure out all that yourself. I hope it works out, Corey. You and me both, man. You and me both. And it will work out, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to stay motivated, trying to stay driven. Yeah, I mean, because it's easy. It's easy for people to get motivated after watching that David Goggins video. You feel me, dog? Yeah, that'll get you like real hyped up, you know. But the more important thing is drive, because drive is when you don't have motivation, when you don't have anything that's keeping you going. If you have drive, then you can push through anything and everything and all of the storms because you've got that just developed inside of you. That's what I need more. I need to be driven to something. You know what I mean? I need to be driven to be more consistent on something in order to succeed at something. You know what I mean? Yeah. It'll work because it has to work. Amen. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we need to, I guess what I need to do is come up with some IRL ideas. I mean, if this is working, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, the charger's working. My phone is like at 96%, which is amazing. The live stream, I think, is still going. So, do I know about raids? Like on Twitch? Yeah. Raids are just like when a whole bunch of people like donate and do a whole bunch of following and stuff, and then like a little bar pops up for like, oh, this channel is going on a raid, and then people keep like donating and following and stuff like that. That's a raid, right? But yeah, no, I need to come up, like, I guess with some IRL ideas. Maybe some sightseeing and or just like, I don't know. We need a community to gift each other on here. That's actually pretty smart. We just have like a pot of money. Everybody, I mean, we just get like 4 or 5 friends together and we just put in a pot of money and we just use the same money to continue like gifting each other. You know what I mean? It's not a bad idea. Raids are when you end your stream, you choose another channel to... Oh, yeah. What was I thinking of? I was thinking of I was thinking of something else. I know what you mean now. Yeah, now it's time, you know, I'm about to head out, let's raid so-and-so. I knew about that. What was I thinking of, though? I was thinking of a, like a, not a strike, what's it called? A hype train, yes, thank you, hype train, that's what I was thinking of. I don't know how to do that. All I have is the stop button. I've got, let me see which, I have a rewards, screen, scenes, alert, streaming. Yeah, I don't think I have a button. It's hard to keep track of all the names. Every platform has their own words for things. Yeah, that's true. Although I should have known those words for Twitch. I don't see a raid button on my end. I could figure it out if I was on desktop, but I'm very limited with being on my phone. Oh, is it? Do I use chat? I don't know if I can chat. I can't chat. Like, when I'm doing IRL on my phone, I don't know where to chat. I can't chat. Or I would. Oh, but that's how you do it on desktop? Well, I know how to do it on desktop now. I just type that into chat. What kind of phone do I have? What streaming app are you using? I just have like an iPhone 13, and I'm using the Streamlabs app. You know, typically when I would go live like on YouTube, I would just do it directly from the YouTube app. And then, but that's just like, you don't, you don't get the alerts, you don't get like chat. Like it's very limited. So that's why I wanted to try Streamlabs, so I could have like donation link, chat. Swayze gave me a tip earlier, and it looked like that. You don't get that, like if you're just streaming from YouTube. So that's why I tried Streamlabs. Twitch app sucks. If you have iPhone, look up Moblin. If you have Android, look up IRL Pro. Yeah, I've just always heard that that Android's way better for streaming. I've considered just getting another phone, having my main phone, this one, and then having another phone just to have an extra camera and to use for IRL, and to have Android because apparently it just works way better anyways for streaming. With the mobile app? Which mobile app? Are you talking about Streamlabs? Yeah, because I'm literally having to read chat just like on my screen right here as it pops up, you know what I mean? Mobbin is the name of the iPhone app. Are you able to like add like URL links and like alerts and chat and stuff like that on Mobbin? Because it took me a while to set it all up, even on Streamlabs. No? Well, that's important. Having like alerts and stuff like that is important. Alright, so this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. We need to think of some IRL ideas, which is way easier said than done. I just need to make more content on the Jake McCollum channel. We need to figure out how to use TikTok live, and then on top of that, see if we can multi-stream from there. That's just with phone. If I'm not going to be able to multi-stream from desktop, basically only because my computer sucks for streaming, and my computer would blow up if I tried to stream on Twitch and TikTok, but maybe it'll work fine if it's on my phone. So those are just a couple of things that we got to figure out for next time. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna head out and figure some things out. I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. We're slowly figuring things out though. I feel like this stream was a success. I figured out how to IRL even though my freaking setup is sketchy. Literally my Jackery battery inside of my backpack is probably on fire right now from how hot it is because it's in a condensed space. But I mean, it works. So Jesus loves you, I love you, and we'll see y'all on the next one, I guess. I appreciate it, guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day.